She doesn't have that. Like, I can't really read about.
What that is about an album of the creative things you've been wanting to do, that right? Photography, makeup right here.
So I would say like, good morning guys. I am sort of in a rush because I have 9 minutes to get to campus because basically it's a little bit of a busy day. I have a final project that I need to do for my film class. I'm gonna meet up with my group. We have to check out equipment from the tech center, get some filming done today. So I need to leave now. Behind the scenes of the next Power Film Connoisseurs, Oscar award-winning people we have here. Documentation. Let's look at our show. It's now Sunday. The last time that I saw you guys was Friday when I was filming my group project. Also, do not mind the state of my room. We'll get into that later, but basically I leave tomorrow, so I have to clean my entire apartment. I need to pack my suitcase. I have not done any laundry. There's a huge just mountain of overflowing laundry right there, but I don't know if it's in the title. I don't want to make it like a big deal because I don't like dwelling on it, and it's not like a negative thing to me, like, so there's no need to make it like a sob story. Like, no, I'm not coming back to school next semester. I dropped out. I dropped out of college. No, I didn't drop out of college. I don't want to drop out of college. I just want to drop out of the college I'm in right now. And I'll get into that, but basically, I'm not completely stopping school. I do want to finish out my degree. I'm going to have to take a gap semester for the spring semester just because I missed the deadlines for applying to community colleges in New York, just because I literally made this decision last month and applications had to go in 3 months back. Figuring stuff out, figuring what I want to do in the fall, where I want to go. Yeah, so I'm not like completely dropping out of school, just dropping out of this school. To get into why I'm dropping out of this school, I honestly don't even see it as a negative thing. Like, I'm so positive about it, I'm so sure about it. It's about to say that I'm happy to drop out. Like, no, I'm just like excited. The tone of my own personality and myself for the past 3 months has kind of shifted to where like, I've been trying so hard to stay positive, but being here for the past 3 months, I felt the most uninspired, the most unmotivated, the most unhappy that I've ever felt, and that was due to multiple reasons. A, I'm just not a DC person. I took New York extremely for granted. Like, when you're born and raised in New York and you go somewhere that's like supposedly a city, you're like, what are you talking about? This is not at all to hate on DC because it's like a beautiful place, and so many of you guys have suggested me things to do. I genuinely don't think it's for me, and like when you get a vibe, it's just like, it's so hard to change the vibe. And the whole time I've been here, I've been like, oh, this is nice, but like, I miss this about New York. I miss this about New York. Rather than living in that whole, oh, I wish I could be here, why don't I just go there? That's where I live. That's where I'm from. Coming here was also a teaching moment and a teaching lesson for me that like when I go back to New York, they're literally drilling. They're drilling. But like when I go back to New York, I fully know that I'm not gonna take it for granted ever again. I'm just excited to get back. Maybe like, okay, dude, like most people don't vibe with their college towns, but like for me, it's really important to vibe with my city just because I'm so passionate about YouTube. I never want this to like get put on the back burner. Like, it is literally my top priority, and if I feel like I'm uninspired by a city to make content, then it's just so hard for me to get up in the morning, pull out the camera, and do something. The other reason that I decided to just leave this school in particular is just because I feel like school is not necessarily the path that I need to take. I say that very cautiously because I don't want to promote this whole like, you don't need college, you don't need da 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 da. It's literally whatever path you need to take in your life, take that path. If that means school, it means school. If it means no school, it means no school. School is not a priority in my life right now. After graduating high school, where you know you have to go or else truancy is going to arrest your parents, I realized that school is definitely not the priority that I think is gonna propel me forward. So for me to be coming to this university that's like a private university, and it definitely doesn't cost the same as community. Like I do have a scholarship that does help me out, so I am grateful for that, but it's still like more money than I would be spending if I went to a community college. And it's like I don't necessarily care enough about school to feel good about spending a lot of money on it. I feel like getting my bachelor's degree is just something that I want to do, but it's not something that's like, oh, I need to do this, I'm excited to do this. It just seems like such a waste of money. Pour something into something that doesn't even have my full attention, doesn't even like, you know. I think those were the major points. I don't want to use this video to like I'm completely like negative bashing on my experience for the past 3 months, because then that's just like looking back and bringing negativity. I'm claiming that this next step is just like straight positive vibes. When I got here and I was like, oh, I don't like it here, I probably want to leave. For some reason, I felt like I had to stay. It was just like a thought in my mind. I felt like I would not be disappointing people, but like I felt like I would, am I disappointing myself? Did I commit to this place? Does that mean I have to stay? No, it doesn't. Just because, okay, yeah, like you commit to things, yeah, like you should commit. But if something makes you unhappy, don't do it. Don't ever do it. Life is never ever that serious where you need to self-endure things that you can control that make you unhappy. I say that like things that are under your control. I do realize like the privilege I have to even have parents that are willing to let me transfer schools and to let me take this gap semester and to let me like figure out what I'm doing. I know that's not everybody's situation, and I'm very grateful for my situation and the fact that I have a house to go back to in a big city that's like a dream city to live in. I know my situation is not the regular situation. But I still feel like everybody deserves in every moment of their life to feel excited about life and to feel like they have potential, to feel inspired, and to feel happy. I know people are like, life is short, but bro, life is literally short. And life is unpredictable. Like I was even thinking like, okay, should I stick it out for the rest of the year? But I'm like, dude, that's 3-4 months of my life of unhappiness when I'm like, I literally just could say no. Take that time and do something that's gonna make me happy. I don't know if that was cohesive. It was probably just a whole bunch of rambling. I kind of just let my brain vomit. I guess that's all just to say, like, if you feel like your path isn't necessarily like a traditional path, then don't take the traditional route. Traditional college routes are not the end all be all. Community college is great. Don't ever let anybody tell you or make you think that going to community college is not good, is not something to be proud of. Like wherever you want to get educated, get educated. If you want to go to Harvard, go to Harvard. If you want to go down the block, go down the block. If people care about where you go, that's on them. Protect your peace. Take what I say lightly though, because I don't want you to show this to your parents and then I become the reason that you're now a high school dropout. I need to fix this situation. I have my laundry that's literally been overflowing. I don't even know. I haven't done laundry in like 2 weeks. And then I need to clean everything up. I have my big suitcase right here, and then I need to pack all my clothes away in, and then there's like another mini one in there. Bathroom is just a little bit insane. Not a little bit, a lot of it. I'm gonna start with laundry, that way I can like do the loads and then let them run as I'm like cleaning up other stuff. And then I don't think I want to pack my suitcase until all my laundry is completely done.
No, not to. No, I don't need the trouble. I can't think straight, can't concentrate. Feels like I'm seeing double. You're on my mind, deep in my head. I think you're taking over me. Do you feel it now? What I told you about, do you feel it now? Knowing won't make a change, won't fold your boldest value. This love I was not growing up. Still I swear that I'm up for you. Runs in, I'm looking for better good. And I know why you're beside me.
I'm gonna have to do 2 separate loads of blacks just because I let them pile up so much. And the washer dryers are a little bit smaller.
wish for trouble. I cannot see that I feel afraid that it all fall and ruin and rubble. This story not growing, then I can see that changing. All the feeling now, what I told you about the feeling now. My heart will keep going. Blood keeps on flowing. Heart will keep going.
While I'm still getting settled in, so figuring out what I'm gonna do.
You would think that it's like 9 o'clock right now, and it's literally only 5, but daylight savings. I made a bowl of oatmeal. I was going to go and try to get some bubble tea from a place close by, but apparently they close at 5. I came back and I was like, maybe that was a sign to not spend money and to use up the oatmeal that I had so that it didn't waste, because I literally used up all the oatmeal I had left, all the milk, and it tastes good. I put some frozen fruit in it just because I don't have any fresh fruit, and it actually doesn't taste bad. I've been sitting here waiting for my laundry to finish because I basically cleaned everything that I really needed to clean. The main thing to do now is pack my stuff up, but later tonight at around like 9 or something, I'm supposed to be meeting my friends so that we could go eat at this like food truck type place on campus. That is probably the one food thing that I'm going to miss about DC and like campus, is this one food truck. If you're a Howard student, if you're not a Howard student, if you're a prospective Howard student and you know about Diversified, or you don't know and you want to know, there's basically this food truck called Diversified, and it only opens in the night. Like I think it only opens past like 9 or 10. It's supposed to be like pre-party food or after-party food. You're supposed to not have it when you're sober, but I've been sober my entire life. People are like, oh, it's not good when you're sober, it's only good when you're drunk. It's been my favorite meal that I've had, and I've only had them sober. I'm a stan. Currently 1:25. I need to leave in like an hour and a half, and suitcase is empty, nothing is packed, and there's still like my last load of laundry going, but I'm not even stressed. I feel like I work best under pressure. I think I'm a great last minute packer. It's just like one of those things. But the reason why I'm like late and like last minute is because I didn't get home until like 5 o'clock this morning. I went out to get Diversified with my friends last night, and then I ended up staying in their dorm until like 4 o'clock. Was that a setup? Yes, because it was a struggle for me to get out of bed this morning. I think I know what clothes I'm taking, and it's not like I'm taking my entire wardrobe. I'm just taking like winter stuff. Oh shoot, I'm running late. I need to stop dilly-dallying, because before that I do want to pick up like a sandwich for the road, a sandwich and some chips. So time to get packing. I think the hardest part is always packing up shoes, just because that's like ends up always taking up the most space, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have enough space, and then I put all my shoes in and I'm like, I need 8 different suitcases. All the shoes are in except for this one, which these are new, and I don't want to shove them into like a suitcase for them to get messed up, because I've literally never worn them before. And then my Uggs I am gonna wear to the train station. sweating because it was a lot harder than I thought to pack my suitcase. There was some stuff that I couldn't fit, so I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm literally out of breath and I need to go. So I will see you guys in New York.